Right. So Khadija and Rebecca started.
Is there a way to challenge with a specific color, or do you just the person issuing the challenge is writable?
It's I would have thought you could choose your color somewhere on that list.
Mm,
Are you white now, Jesse?
I think so. Yes.
I'm pretty sure it automatically puts you as white, but don't
Okay.
don't hold me to that.
I'll hold you to it. Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
All right, good luck. All right,
Alright.
so you've
Ah, I got the wrong color.
you've got the Khadija game, Watu,
Sure. But
and
I still don't see anything yet.
they're up. It's so Khadija is her is Rose Moon.
Roseman, okay.
Yeah, you got Rose Moon up.
Give me 2 seconds.
You can have 5.
Yeah, 2 is all I need. 2 is all I need.
Hey, one must fall. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Wat will also say welcome to you in a second when he's caught up with us on the boards.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll be there in a second.
You know, Wat is one of those technologically advanced people. He takes his time. He's got to press the button 3 times to open things up.
Exactly, I have to make sure.
Just to take our mind away from the ladies for 2 seconds, have you been watching the Ashes, Watu?
Unfortunately, not. I've been so busy. It's been ridiculous.
I'm lucky. I work from home, so I have the Ashes on in the background, brother.
And lucky for you, lucky for you.
Bro, you know when it's good cricket, it's good cricket, huh? You gotta make time for good cricket.
I know. I've been ridiculously busy, and okay, Usman.
Are you with
Oh,
us?
final pin.
Alrighty. Okay. So we've got a we've got an English structure with obviously E5 and I don't know. I always find it weird that to try and play opening structures in in Paradigm. I think that the logic is, just get the center, get your pieces out, and then work it out from there.
Absolutely, but you know what? Actually, this position, I'm a little bit worried about White's willingness, so to say, to allow Black to play knight d4, because this will be knight d4 will be difficult to move away. White will probably have to move this knight away from e3 at some point. So knight d4 castles and say f5 or something, and I would be a little bit worried as well. You have to play knight c3, but then you probably have this knight on d4 is very irritating. So
Yeah.
I'd be worried about.
Yeah, it's again, it's always the same principles, right? Even though, even though it's Paradigm, the simple don't give your opponent an outpost. Why are you giving Black the outpost?
Exactly.
And yes, okay, you've got to play a little bit of unorthodox chess, like having your knight on e3, for example. But once the knight goes to d4, as you pointed out, even if I go knight c2, he's got knight e6, and he can still, support that knight. And then, of course, you've always got the added benefit that you could play c5 and secure that knight, and maybe have a c5 d5 pawn structure. And moves like that kind of make it easier for Black to play in the game. Ideally,
I agree.
you need to be finding something to make it more difficult, right?
Absolutely. I think that. Okay, I would have started with knight d4 first, I think this now it's very difficult though for white. White has got lots of problems to solve. Uh, can white consider knight c2 here? It's very awkward, but I mean, I don't really. I really would be considering knight c2 if I was playing white here. But I must admit it's not as comfortable as all that. Knight d4, I would really be worried about this move. But knight c2 also feels awkward. It's not so easy.
The only reason why you play knight c2 is that you are aware of knight d4, and maybe in some cases blinkers are on. You don't realize that knight d4 is a threat in this position. You know, the move f5 has just been played, so what do you call it? A bit of bluffing by the opponent. You know, I'm playing f5. I'm looking to go maybe with the idea of e4 at some points, or d5 even to come into the game, and that could throw white off. Knight c2 played. Okay,
Yeah.
That's brave.
Yeah.
I must admit, I don't know if I would have played it.
Knight c2 is a good move, I think. You know, look, in this position, at least white is not worse. No advantage for sure, but not worse. And you know, if white can play, for example, something like, imagine if I can play queen d1 and then dragon d2, then I'm back. You know, I'm more or less okay.
But that is the funny thing about paradigm chess, isn't it? 1 minute you're staring down a double-barreled shotgun, and the next minute you're only looking at a pistol.
Exactly, but you have to see it in time, right?
Yeah. No, look, you got you can't allow him to fire the buckshot and then try and get to the pistol. It doesn't work.
Exactly. But I think black is got the easier position to play, but white is in the game. This is.
Yeah, it looked a little bit more doom and gloom earlier. Now it just looks gloom.
I like that. Ooh, h4. Okay.
Wow. You were worrying about white's inhibitions, and then they play a move like h4.
That is a brave move. Okay, so I guess Rebecca wants to immediately find some kind of counterplay in the position, and then balance it with, or maybe she's stopping knight g4.
I think she's just stopping knight g4.
Yeah, because h5 g5, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think h4 was more of a prophylactic move.
Yeah.
And yeah, so now you need to get your dragon. Your dragon is way out of the game, or she plays e3.
I must admit, you know what move I was looking at here? I know it sounds a bit crazy, but if you're going to play a move like h4, what stops you from playing a move like e4 now? Instead of e3, e4.
I see what you mean, because d4 is covered, right, by the knight on c2.
Yes.
e4 was interesting. e4 was very interesting. e4 was interesting. Okay, so she goes e3. The question is now whether she wants. So she basically wants to stop knight d4.
Yeah.
And she's thinking about rearranging her pieces. Okay.
I would assume we're going to see the moves queen d1, dragon bishop d2. I really think we're going to see something of that nature. So white in this position isn't really pressing anything, but more just reorganizing, right? Lining up the troops, getting them ready.
Exactly. So now it makes the interesting thing. Should black be trying to go for it? I mean, like, because you know time is a little bit on Khadija's side. So something like, let's say knight c5. She plays
a6.
e5. Sure. I was thinking knight c5 to try e4, knight e5, but it's too early, I guess. You still need to prepare it, but you know, trying to so she certainly wants to play b5. This is interesting.
There's another interesting idea that could come into play is knight d6, e5, trying to open up that center. E4, knight d6 and e4.
Right.
I mean, I'm just looking at the more aggressive option,
No, of course. Now, okay, so now Rebecca was played Dragon A3 to relieve the pressure a little bit.
Yeah.
But B5 seems to be good now in this position.
But if you play B5, I can still play Dragon Bishop A3. I'm not too unhappy with that.
There is no B4. There is no B4 yet.
No, there's no B4. The knight on C2 is doing a remarkable job there.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
I'll definitely look at now playing this Dragon Bishop to A3 with the idea of... Because again, by the way, if I play Dragon Bishop A3 and you play C5, I've got Knight D5 straight away, forking the two Dragon Bishops.
Absolutely.
So
I think, for me, I think what Black should play after Dragon A3 is Knight C5, attacking D3. Then White will have to play like Queen D2, something like this.
Yeah.
And then maybe you can try to play. I'm thinking about E4 takes 95, but then just Dragon E2. Then if you go Knight D3, I can give my Dragon for 2 knights. It's very unclear. I'm not sure what's happening there.
Yeah. No, there's a lot.
This is a very...
Shall we go look at Jesse's game?
Okay.
And wow, Jesse, what did she do with the queen? Hold on. Oh wow. Oh. She took the... So she's taken 2 pieces for the queen.
Interesting. This is interesting. Very interesting. And remember, she's got the D5 square. The D5 square is really worth a lot.
My question, if you just go back a few moves,
yeah.
If you look at the position, she had knight takes f6 check and knight takes dragon bishop check. Now the question I pose here is, taking the knight there and then taking the other dragon bishop, right thing to do, or would be taking both dragon bishops be a better option? But then
I think the way she's played it is looking at the pawn structure, it's a very interesting way, because the thing is with knight takes f6 check and dragon takes well, there is no knight e7 to stop knight d5, right?
Yeah.
It's just dragon h6 mate. And the thing with knight d5 is that it's going to come with tempo as well, because I'll be attacking your dragon on c7.
Yeah.
So probably here black must play what, h5 or h6.
Yes.
h6, let's say. Probably. Oh, white is white's turn to play.
Well, yeah. What the
Oh,
we just seen dragon bishop d8, so it is white to play in this position now.
Right. So yeah, exactly. And now probably Jesse should go now like dragon d1 to e3, let's say. Then black must play h6, and then dragon takes c5.
Oh yes, okay. I see your sneakiness. I threatened to play h6, but I'm actually wanting your pawn on c5.
Yes, and I think that the knight on d5 is h4 is very interesting as well.
Wow.
I like this move. Threatening h5. h5 is a big threat. So so probably h6, right?
No, h5.
No, I don't. h5. I'm worried about giving g5, but maybe it's not a big deal because you can play f6. Okay, it's getting interesting.
I mean, you've got to be very brave to give your queen away in that position, with no.
I think she's. I think, of course, but I mean, okay, but Jessie is an aggressive player, and she sees that she's going to get the initiative. My only worry now is I saw this move, but what if I play as black f6, knight h3 with the intention of playing f4, but then I play knight e7? You know, knight 7, so that I can exchange that knight from d5.
Why can't
This
I?
is what
Why can't I
that's
play
why.
knight e7 now anyway? Instead of
Yeah, but now
d6.
now she's lost time because now maybe f4 is strong. Yeah.
Yes, but I'm saying instead of d6, you're just knight e7. Well, why would knight e7 work there?
Straight.
Straight away,
Knight
yeah.
e7. Yeah. I mean, she has to get rid of this knight on d5.
No, 100%.
I think this is very dangerous. What she's allowing f4. F4 must come. Okay, f4. The question now is f6 playable after f4? This is the question to answer. f4, f6. Okay, but I can move back. Knight h3 and knight e7. It's an issue now because I can really open up the position. Okay, knight e7 is still there. It's a very difficult position to play for black. Huh? I think it's much easier to play for white.
Yeah, I mean, it might be. My thing is, black's plan should be very simple. Trade one of the bishop, trade one of the knights, and trade one of the dragon bishops, and then fight. Because once you can get those set of pieces off, then it's a little easier for black because there's not many threats to worry about. And at any stage,
Absolutely.
you could trade your queen for a dragon bishop if you have to. You know, you're not going to want to, but if you have to, like if you're going to get a dragon bishop and a couple of pawns for it, you're going to trade your queen for that dragon bishop, you know, and go into a simple ending. I think here, by trying to hold on to what you've got, might come back to hurt you a little bit.
I agree. I think black must find a way to give back the material, but it's not easy. It was done in this book. Okay, she does it this way. Look, this is ridiculously dangerous now.
Yeah, knight.
And then f5, and then f5. And then
What about just pawn takes pawn?
Ooh, pawn takes pawn even better to play rook takes f7.
Yeah. Oh, there it is. There it
She
is.
missed that.
Oh no! Rook takes f7. Rook takes f7. It's all falling apart now for black.
Oh no, it's over.
And very quick that pawn takes pawn. There should have been a little bit more time on that move.
No, I think the sense of danger is Megan playing black, yeah?
Yeah, Megan's playing back.
I think Megan's sense of danger let her down there. This is over. It's finished.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's nothing. There's no
No, she should have realized earlier on that knight on d5 was the key.
Yeah.
You needed to get rid of that knight on d5. And once she stalled with getting rid of the knight from d5, it was all over. This is finished, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, so let's go back to the other one then.
Right, this is very exciting. Let's look at the next one.
Oh, we've got some movements on the Khadija and Rebecca board, and we're now going. I call this Blunder Town, right? Because when the time goes below 3 minutes, Blunder Town arrives, and
right. I'm just going to go back very quickly to where we left off. Whatever.
Okay.
So after Dragon A3, there came Dragon F6, 22, Rook B8, trying to play B4, Took on B5, Knight B4. Very interesting decision, Knight B4.
Yes.
Dragon B6, Rook C1. I don't understand Knight B. Oh, now I do understand.
Oh no, Knight B4 is. You've got Knight D5 coming in, but it's looking absolutely devastating.
Whoa, she missed that.
What?
CT5 almost lights out.
No, but it's not a move. It's Black's move. It's Black's move now.
Oh, it's Black's turn. Oh,
Black's
okay,
turn. We first had to get the Rook to C1 before, but yeah, I think Rook C1 is to set up that Knight D5. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen here.
Okay, so now you need to stop this Knight D5 for sure. The question is, how do you do it? Because the problem is that if you move the queen, I can still just play Knight D5 on its own, right?
Yes.
Context for Knight takes, and then I'm attacking the old dragon.
Oh my gosh, did you not? So while you've been thinking about it, I was looking at how to defend it. You got Knight C7, but then you got Knight takes C6. Knight takes
Knight
c6,
c7,
pawn takes c6, dragon bishop takes c6.
Wow. Wow.
I like, you see, I like these. Can I play a game with you where I have positions like this against you, Watu?
Ooh, Rook A8 is interesting. Okay, Rook A8 is a try.
Rook A8 is annoying.
It's a good move.
It is a good move indeed. It's very much.
Yeah,
You
so
can
that
still,
would be-
can't you still play knight d5 here? Knight c d5.
No. But then I play rook takes a3. Knight takes dragon, then king of 8 or something. This is a nice defense.
Okay, now,
But still-
now knight takes c6 doesn't work.
Doesn't work because the king runs to f8.
Yes.
Rook A8 was a very nice move. Very nice move. Very nice defensive.
So Khadija must have realized that knight c6 was also a threat.
Yes. This is excellent defense. Defensive play by Khadija. Woo. Okay.
Wow.
Exciting. Knight d5. Okay.
But I think she's missed that after the pawn takes, both bishops are now actually on that square. I think she's missed that.
Oh no, it's a blunder.
I think she's missed.
you see-
I think she's missed the fact that
No,
both
she
bishops.
Exactly. She missed the fact that when the knight moves from e6, the dragon can take. This is the point.
Yes. Oh. And do you think it's a bit more of I've seen this move, I'm working towards this move, I want to play this move, and forgot to just double check that all the right mechanisms were in place. This was just a bit of over enthusiasm in
Yes.
in wanting to play that move.
Absolutely. I think it's a move that she was always thinking about, and then but now okay, Khadija doesn't have to take. F takes e4 takes and then just play. But she has to take for sure on e4, so that all of that. Okay, that's also a good move. Okay, so it's a bit of desperation time. For
But
white.
also, what did I say? Blunder time. Look at the time. Under 3 minutes, we've walked into a blunder.
No, rook takes a2. Rook takes a2 sort of settles things here, isn't it?
Oof. Rook takes a2.
Rook
What
takes
a
A2.
nasty move.
Yeah, it's nasty. Rook takes a2 is nasty, and you take on g6. I take back. Rook takes knight takes h8, and queen h6. You can still create chaos. Okay, so you gotta take on g6.
I think you gotta
I
take
take
a
back
g6, yeah.
Rook takes h8, right? Knight takes h8. Queen h6.
Oh, wait, hang on.
H6.
If I play pawn takes,
Yeah.
rook takes,
Knight
knight
takes.
takes. Oh, I see, queen
Queen
h6.
H6.
I
Queen
thought for a
H6.
second bishop takes e5 was an option
With the dragon.
with the
It
dragon,
is.
but the queen's pinned, unfortunately.
But you see, look, takes on g6, rook takes h8, knight h8, queen h6, knight f7, queen takes g6, rook takes b2, if rook takes b2, dragon takes e5.
Yes.
Chaos.
Chaos
So those
again.
dragons-
Oh my gosh, it's a never-ending chaos with these dragon bishops. I want to point out that white is 2 pieces down. I want to point
Wow.
this out. White is 2 pieces wide.
Yeah, but the king is open. But maybe, okay, but that variation I've highlighted may not work because dragon takes f2 check. Then, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So h takes g6, rook takes, but this is crazy to calculate in 1 minute. H
In
takes
1 minute,
g6,
you're gonna
knight
you're
takes
gonna
g6.
see all of this in 1 minute.
Not easy. Knight f7, queen takes g6, rook takes dragon. Okay, black doesn't have to take, white doesn't have to take immediately. There's also, but if I play queen g8, king e7, there's no check with the dragon because there's no dragon g5.
Wait. But you've also got queen g8, king e7, dragon h5 ideas. Oh wow! What is going
That's a
on here?
blunder. That's a blunder. Take on f7 check.
Must take on
Takes,
f7.
dragon takes.
Then dragon bishop
Dragon
takes. Dragon bishop takes on e5
Finish.
check. Oh, no, not yet. Oh my gosh, this is crazy.
No, but she blundered. She blundered with that move big time.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about like something like, what is dragon g4? Threatening dragon h6 check. Possible.
But you can't get to dragon g4 at the moment.
No, you can. The other one. Embrace dragon g4.
Oh, g4. Sorry, I was looking at g5. I was looking at g5.
Okay, now you take back with the queen.
Yeah, queen takes.
I think the queen is too far. I think black is in trouble here, if you think about it. White's pieces have exploded.
They have.
Black is in big trouble. Black is not coordinating. There is no coordination. And the pawn on f7 stops queen e8. Okay, d6 is a try.
Just take.
There we go. F6. Now he's trying to take on d6.
Yeah.
I think black is lost here. Black is lost.
And remember, you've always got queen. You've always got queen takes e5, hitting the rook on h8, and if that king takes the pawn, the dragon bishop goes to g5. It is chaos. By looking down a barrel of a shotgun, she's whipped out a bazooka of her own.
Yeah. No. F4 was a big blunder. Look,
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah. But now, I mean, which is understandable in the time, but I think now this position is completely time-wise and so many threats, it's lost completely for black. The unfortunate part is that, okay, how do we defend? Dragon d7, you need to come back with those dragons. You need, but then the queen is it.
Yeah, just rook takes queen. Oh, she doesn't. She's hunting for mate. Now rook takes queen. Rook takes queen must be played.
Of course, rook takes queen has to be. Wow.
No, she's not. She wants blood.
Oh, that's a blunder. Dragon takes queen.
Yeah, dragon takes queen.
She won't see it. If you take this long to take it, then it's not there. She doesn't see it. So if it takes this long for you to play it, she doesn't see it. So she doesn't see dragon takes queen. She's looking for something else. Okay, what is she looking for? You see, because if you see it, you play it immediately.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree with you. Right. I completely agree with you. So what are you looking at play?
Yeah. So she doesn't see it. She's looking for something else. But now it becomes difficult. What else do you have? I mean, what else? She's trying to take on g7, but now the queen is sort of defending. You see, it's bluff. That bluff worked. So queen c3, and now queen g2. Yeah, queen g2 to get the queen into safety. So the bluff worked. Now now it's swinging. Now
oh my gosh.
Defending. Okay, now dragon a5. Dragon a5. No, b4. Sorry. Dragon a5 comes b4. Still very messy, this position. Andrew, what's happening?
I don't know, man. Okay, so now you got to play b4. There we go. b4's played.
b4 first. Back. Wow.
Oh, dragon to. Oh, it doesn't work. It's almost looking at mate with dragon to d7, but the bishop's covering.
King takes f7. I was looking at it as well. But wait a second. Andrew, if I play dragon d7 check, king takes f7, queen b3 check, but unfortunately there's king g6, and I don't see how to continue. What's the time like? 54 seconds. Okay. Wow. This is chaos. You know what the move was, Andrew? I was thinking. Queen c8.
Queen c8. My gosh.
Nah. I cannot believe that. What's happening here? But now I can play dragon takes just. No, I cannot, because you take with the dragon back. Wow. This is so complicated here.
Yeah, go back to that square. I don't think you have much choice now.
Yeah.
Just find a simple move. As long as you don't get mated, just find the simple move.
At the moment, the dragon on b7 is out of the game. This is the point.
Yeah.
You need to get that dragon into the game. Okay, this way. Very good. That's a very good decision. Dragon d8. Now she's threatening to take on f7 and both dragons are playing. So white needs to get the rook into the game. So rook a1. Rook a1 to play rook a8 is the only way. No. This way. Okay, also threatening queen somewhere. So black must take f7. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what about doesn't queen? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, but dragon from f7 can block. And now,
What about dragon d3?
rook c6. Rook c6.
Oh, rook c6 is quite nice as well.
Right? So that you can you can swing across, rook c6, and then go to rook f6 and things like this. I think rook c6 must come.
Becca's now in the think tank, and time is now fleeting for both sides. It's to find that knockout blow. Yeah, rook c6 played.
Yes, yes. King f7. Okay, the dragon is pinned, but the dragon on d8 can move.
So do you play rook takes dragon?
You can, because the rook is hanging. This would mean that. What does it mean? It means that white has to play. Yeah, just take the dragon.
Yeah, rook takes dragon.
The king.
If you play king takes, then I've got
dragon d4.
Dragon d4.
No, dragon f4. Dragon f4 check.
Dragon f4 check, picking up the queen again. Yes.
Right, right. You say again, because then you have to see this. I like the again. Again is important.
Very much so. Very much so. Okay,
Now,
dragon
now
f4. Are we going to see dragon f4? Are we going to see it?
I don't know.
Are we going to see dragon takes queen now?
I don't know.
Yay!
There we go. Okay, this is finished. So it's a question of now just cleaning up. What?
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Pick up the rook.
But why can't I take the dragon?
Yeah, dragon takes, and then queen takes rook.
But was that necessary?
Huh?
Was that necessary?
I don't think it was necessary. I think she just wanted to play it. Can you play queen
Queen
e8?
Queen e8. Yeah.
Oh, you see, you know what the problem is? She keeps thinking that dragon bishop can land on that square. That's why.
Yes, that's the thing. Queen e8 was very good.
What about a move like you can't, because then it's going to be trouble. Ooh, I don't like this. Okay,
What?
queen takes knight, and then knight. Oh, that's not check. Oh, okay. I forget that bishop f3 is not dragon. Bishop f3 is not mate. Not check.
No, just take the knight.
Just take the knight. No, we're not taking the knight. Again, I'm telling you, she thinks dragon f3 is check.
I see. Yes, I get it. Yeah, those terms are very complicated. You have to be able to see what the real threat is. But I think rook takes h5 is good enough, because the problem now is that queen takes dragon. Simple.
Yeah, there we go. And
What
that's
happened the last game? The other game.
remember wasn't Jesse winning?
Oh yeah, Jesse was just winning, right?
Yeah. And that's that for the game.
Yeah, good game. That was stressful.
That was pieces flying. I gave you the queen many times.
Already.
Yeah, I don't know why you don't like the queen. You could have played easily dragon bishop takes queen, and then you just ignored it.
What is this?
Wow,
Yeah.
exciting game, guys. Well done. Wow,
Thank you.
both games exciting. Yeah, wow. Sure.
I do see the free queen now.
You could just take. Yeah, dragon takes g4. Yeah. But Khadija, this f4 was a huge mistake.
I know.
You should take back on g6, rook h8, knight h8, queen h6,
It
knight
was
f7,
queen h6. I saw queen
Knight
h6.
f7. Knight f7.
Yes, and then
Queen takes g6, rook takes dragon. You're still around.
I just felt like the dragon can go to g5 and check me, and I couldn't calculate further at the time.
No, we
Yeah,
saw
I thought
that.
f4 was good.
No, but dragon g5, you've got dragon takes f2 check, and then in king f1, dragon takes g3 check.
And then rook takes. Okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Jesse, did you win your game?
Chaos, baby.
Three piece.
Sorry?
That was a three piece, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Jesse, did you win your game? No one knows.
Yes.
Thank you. So Jesse,
Interesting queen sacrifice. Very interesting that you were.
I wasn't sure whether to take the knight or the dragon bishop.
Oh, we had that
Yes.
debate. Don't worry, we had that debate.
But I think it's a very interesting decision because of the weak squares. The knight is so strong on d5, and I think though. Yeah. But I so strong on d5, unbelievable. But I think 97 must come earlier rather than what happened in the game. Because I think in the game 97 did come, but then unfortunately F7 was then, you know.
Yeah, I overlooked that F7 was that weak.
You know what? I was initially thinking that you had to play F6, knight H3, 97, but Andrew pointed out this is before F4 that you could play directly knight E7. Actually, this would have been maybe interesting because you know, exciting game, very very exciting.
After our game, I was following this game with Rebecca and Khadija, and my goodness.
I was also watching it.
How's your hearts doing? How are your hearts doing? I can't imagine.
The time is so stressful as well.
That's why I'm playing, because it's not stressful, but it's actually stressful when you see all these things right? And when you see your own mistake, like, oh my word, I gave her just the queen and she doesn't take it. Again, a queen. Oh my word.
It's so kind. You gave it to her later, so I mean.
Yeah, thank you for the trade.
But the thing is that I think she wanted to take it with the dragon, that she checks and get it. She didn't want it for free.
I didn't see it at all before that.
Rebecca, we're just going back, you know, obviously you haven't played a lot of Paradigm in I don't know if you've done a lot of it on your streams recently, but I know in general not played too much Paradigm. When you played your knight to d5, which was a huge blunder at that point in the game, obviously you'd been looking at knight d5 for a while. You wanted that square so badly. But in your analysis, you obviously forgot that once the knight went to c7 and the pawn took, that both dragon bishops were hitting that square, right?
Yeah, so I'd seen that after taking with the pawn, the dragon bishop on, I don't actually have the game up, but on b6 I think. I saw that one would then be unblocked. But yes, I had missed what the other dragon bishop was.
And you can vouch that this this dragon bishop, because of when pieces are around them, they don't move like knights. But as soon as those pieces move, your brain doesn't comprehend that that they moved and all of a sudden come alive, right? So
yes.
Like for example, when you played rook takes h5, you could have just easily have played queen takes knight, but instead you played rook takes h5, because I can tell you now, you probably thought dragon bishop f3 check and I lose my rook.
So I did actually think that, and then I was like, wait, it's not actually a fork.
Okay.
Yeah, so it gets confused as well sometimes because you realize it feels like a wire.
No, but even if I take it, you take the knight, because the knight was protected by the dragon.
Okay.
So even if you leave the rook, it's okay.
Yeah. No, it's just the
viewers. If it moves like a knight, it moves like a bishop, and if you think it moves like a bishop, it moves like a knight. So it's hard to keep track of everything.
It's just to give a viewer's insight into.
And I played rook to a2, right? And you took on g6. I believe I had what do you call it? A knight, dragon to a5, attacking the queen.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yes. And then if you push b4, a dragon b3, attack the queen again.
Oh.
Okay.
And I think that's what I wanted to do. I started stressing, like the dragon going to g5 and yeah.
Yeah, the time was stressful as well.
But when I say Khadija, so you want to play dragon a5 before taking back from g6?
Yes.
And what if I take on f7 check first?
I just go again. Oh, but your queen is pinned. Your queen is pinned. So now I can go to f8.
Then you go king f8. But now the problem is b4 with queen h6 check possibility. Because now if you play dragon p3, I have queen h6 check. Okay, I'm doing it from my head, but
I see what you mean. And then the dragon goes to g5. You see, there's a lot of...
very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah. Very
And I want to point out that you had to do all this analysis with less than 3 minutes on your clock, just by the way.
Yes. Yes. That's the whole point. That's the whole point.
It's I must admit, when I didn't expect the games to have as much fire, but I might be a little biased here, but I think there's a lot more fire in the Queen's edition of Paradigm's Chess than there was in the King's edition. Hey, Watu.
No, I agree. But I think that for me, generally, when I play, my strategy is that if I have a better position, I'm trying to clarify things before time travel. You already have to think. Well, I think already I'm in time travel and try to clarify as much. Because if you get to, as Andrew says, under 3 minutes with dragons on the board, it's chaos. I mean, there's so much to calculate. It's easy to miss things, and but it makes it more exciting. I must admit, I'm enjoying this. More of this, guys. More of this.
I think I have
Just a quick question about the next game. Sorry, go ahead. Round 3. I see Lauren's name is on both pairings.
Right?
I think it's you, JC, because I already played.
I think she's playing it simultaneously.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, whoopsie. Hold on. We'll fix the dilemma. Don't worry. It's not a big one. It's a quickie.
In the meantime, can I ask, how does one challenge with a specific color? Because we actually just got lucky, Khadija, that the second challenge happened with me being white. I couldn't figure out how to change it.
You can choose, and there's a challenge. It says your name, and then you can choose white or black.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a bye. Good luck, guys. I can distress myself now for a little bit.
Go get that glass of wine, Khadija. You're gonna need it.
I don't drink, but I'm gonna have a coffee for sure.
You see, you got it all wrong, Khadija. You're gonna have either your gin or your wine next to you. That's the only way to do this. All right, I have fixed it. Jesse, thanks for pointing it out. So it's 3 versus 1 and 4 versus 5. So you're playing Megan now. If you guys want to get those challenges up and away, we can get going into round 3.
Okay. I'm
JC?
ready. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck.
Yes.
Good luck, guys.
Like guys. We'll send.
So Andrew, where do we start?
They're going to start now. So we're just waiting. We'll wait for whoever's game comes up first is the one we'll start on. But let's have a bit of fun quickly while they're busy sorting it out, right? So we've got Lauren versus Rebecca, and Lauren being white, and then we've got Megan versus Jesse, and Megan being white. Do you want to brave a prediction for those 2 games?
Yeah. Well, no, not a prediction, but I mean, I think Lauren against Rebecca. I'm expecting Lauren to be. Well, she's more experienced. Let's put it that way. She knows the workings of the dragon bishop. So I expect Rebecca to struggle there. But let's see. Well, let's see what's going to happen. And then the other matchup, I think, is very even. And so that's my prediction.
Okay.
Well, there's no prediction, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, no, you're not going to stumble over your words here. You're just gonna slightly say this is going to be a bit tough, and it should be roughly evening, and this one should be this way, but you never know. You know, without actually saying too much. But you've said too much already. We got you.
Something like that.